Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and Bill's here.
Here today.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Just kidding.
Not gone tomorrow. I'm still here.
You're here forever. So, today we have an awesome video for you. A really awesome one. We've been excited to do this video for a while. It's just, we don't have every bottle in this video.
No, we don't.
These, oh, I wish we did.
No, yeah, I wish we did too.
Grief, I wish we did. But these are 15 of the best pours of whiskey we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some at bottle shares, we've had some at friends' house, we've had some that we bought at bars, but these, like, I generally keep a list of my favorite pours. Like, if I'm out somewhere and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So it's kind of, like, subjective in a way because I've never blinded these things together. I'm never gonna have the opportunity to blind all of them together and taste them together, but these are things that we both love and we both have tried together most of the time. There might be a couple on the list, but
one on the list I know you haven't had.
Yeah.
That I've had.
Yep. And I think the rest of them I've had, actually. So.
Yep, for the most part.
Yep. So we came up with this list together based on our favorite pours we've ever had, and we're going to share them with you. So we have 15 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot, but great pours. Mm-hmm. So while we're doing this...
In our opinion, great pours.
Yeah, for sure. While we're doing this, let us know in the comments what your favorite pours of all time are, because that's really fun. Like, you might be like, oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. We're going to save our... Oh, sorry.
Well, I was going to say, we could have forgot something. Like, I know that we were creating this list I have over here that we'll bring over so we make sure we don't miss anything. But as we were creating this, like, oh, yeah, we forgot about that bottle we had. It's like...
I tried to go...
Yeah, we tried to make sure we had everything that we've had, and there could be some stuff missing, but it is what it is.
I tried to go through, like, photos, because if I really like something, I sometimes take a photo, too. But... there also have been bottles that we've had, like, at bars after we've had a lot of other pours that I'm like, that probably would have been on the list, but I probably had too much to drink at that point to really know for sure, so anyhow.
And there's no particular order except for the last three. The last three are our favorites of all time.
Of all time. For now. But I don't think they're going to get knocked off anytime soon.
Yep. You're creating messes already.
I am. All right.
You're spilling that.
I know, and this is such a good pour. We'll
Don't spill it again.
I'm not going to. I'm just spinning it. Okay, so let's dive into our list.
Yep. All right. Well, you want to start out down here?
I'll start off with the first one, and then you can go to the next one.
Yep.
Well, I feel like
actually
vice versa.
Let me start with the
you start with it because the next one makes sense for me.
So we were fortunate enough to have at a bottle share an Elijah Craig Pirate bottle, batch 12, and oh my God, it was so good. It beat almost anything we had at that bottle share. Pours in the park.
Yeah.
And as we get into these, we're not necessarily going to be able to speak to all the flavors and everything because it's just, we might have had it once and it was a while ago. We don't necessarily remember. We just know it was freaking phenomenal.
And it stood out above the rest,
yes,
right? Because if you have a really good pour that you love that stands out above the rest, you'll remember it no matter what. No matter what, you'll be like, no, this is still better than that. This is still better than that. This is still better than that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Elijah Craig Pirate Bottle, batch 12, I believe. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's batch 12. Was just, it stood out so much in everything we had that evening at that bottle share.
So good. It was so good. It was delicious. So,
that was the first one on the list.
I feel like and it was delicious, and we liked it.
I mean, that's all we can say on some of these, because it's just, like I said, we had it once, we had a small pour, and that was about it.
It's kind of made quicker, actually. It might not be bad.
Yeah, it'll still be a long video.
All right, so next up we have Wild Turkey 1989 at Justin's House of Bourbon. I wanted this pour, like I saw it on their list and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a 1989 turkey. First of all, you guys know how much I love Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey is my favorite. But they had, I'm born in 1989. I'm a 1989. I'm an 80s baby. Barely. But I wanted the pour of my birthday year and actually it ended up being phenomenal. It was very, very good. All the older turkeys I've ever had are really good. So, you liked it too?
I really liked it.
Yep.
So, next one on the list, another turkey. I think this might be the last turkey. So, yeah, another turkey. It's Wild Turkey Master's Keep 17 year. Not the bottled and bond. So, this is the one that's like 86-ish proof, somewhere in that range. It was just a phenomenal pour. I wanted to keep going back and back and back to that bottle. It was so good, and I if I ever find one of those bottles, we're probably gonna end up buying it. It's
for sure.
It was so damn good. And I would say of the Master Keeps I have had, that is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I'm going to go back to try a couple just to see for sure, but I really liked that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, though, like some of these that are on the list that are our favorite pours of all time, we have some that are like cask strength, and then we have some that are not.
Yep.
And that's interesting to me because usually we like are proof junkies, but when it comes to certain flavors, like Master's Keep, that one, they're just so good. Another one on the list we'll talk about when we get up there a little higher. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
Yeah, she says.
Oh, baby.
So, yeah,
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
Turkey's Master Keep 17-year, the non-bottled and bond version of the 17-year.
And actually, the next one on the list, I got to try this a couple times because it was in my blind flight from Julie during the live stream.
Oh, yeah. So
Remember it?
That was twice.
All right, we have to take a quick pause from the whiskey drinking for a second and show you guys something awesome. It's a new channel sponsor. By the way, thank you for watching. Please don't leave. Check this out. We'll be right back. I might be over 30 years old, but I still remember when I was a little kid. Yeah, a little kid. I might still be a little kid. I still remember when I was a little kid and I crawled up on the couch with my dad every Saturday morning. We would watch Saturday morning cartoons and eat a giant bowl of cereal. And while I can't quite watch the cartoons anymore, I can still find a giant bowl of cereal that fuels me for the day ahead, especially when my days start so freaking early. You guys know how early I start my days. Seriously, before 4 a.m. That's so early. The cereal I'm talking about is Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is so great. Bill and I have been eating Magic Spoon for years. We started eating Magic Spoon when we were working out in the garage because we wanted something with a little bit less sugar, a little more protein, and that's what this has. 13 grams of protein and 0 grams of sugar per serving. And also, it really tastes so good. What I think is really cool about Magic Spoon is that it's gluten-free, it's grain-free, and it's naturally flavored. And also, there are so many flavors that you can choose from depending on your mood. There's frosted, there's cocoa, there's fruity, there's peanut butter. Freaking peanut butter, holy moly. I love the fruity one. That's what I got right now in my bowl. Oh yeah. I really do love this stuff. And it brings me back to my childhood. It's so nostalgic. It's so good. I know Bill's favorite is the peanut butter. He loves the peanut butter. He's a peanut butter guy. And some days I like the chocolate a little bit more than the fruity. Depending on my mood, I like all of these. They're so freaking delicious. If you want your own Magic Spoon, click the link below to grab your variety pack of Magic Spoon. You can try it today. Be sure to use code AverageDrinker at checkout. You can get $5 off your order. And you guys can also go to www.magicspoon.com/averagedrinker. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it is backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So that means if you don't like it, you go ahead, you buy it, you try it, you don't like it, they'll refund you, no questions asked. So go ahead and click the link below, or you can use the QR code that's on screen right now and use code AverageDrinker. Or you can go to magicspoon.com/averagedrinker to save $5 off your order right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to eating the cereal though. Thanks guys. All right, now we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. More whiskey time. So
Yeah.
the next one on the list is Booker's 30th anniversary. Holy moly. You know I'm a big Jim Beam fan too, but that Booker's 30th, that will light a fire in your soul. It's got a great amount of proof, a great amount of flavor. It is so freaking good. Oh, highly recommended pour. Like if you ever see one.
Well, first time we had it was Justin's House Bourbon.
Yeah, we got to pour there.
I was going and buying some bottles at the counter, and I turn around, and all of a sudden there's a bottle of Booker's sitting on the counter, the 30th anniversary, and she has a pour of it there. And I'm like, really? It's like, I'm drinking some of that one.
It was very, very, very
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
And then the
That was a
second
good
time
pour.
I had it was very, very good.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal bottle.
Yep.
So the next one on the list, I guess that would be 10 or 11. I don't know what it is.
Whatever, it doesn't-
We haven't written down here, and we're just kind of going up the list.
We just know our top three.
Is the Four Roses Al Young.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very,
a
very good.
Very good bottle. We did see a bottle at Neat to buy, but it was a pricey one. But it's a phenomenal bottle. If you get a chance to try a pour of Four Roses Al Young, do it.
Yep.
Do it.
I feel bad because I want to be like, it was so good on every bottle.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, it's,
obviously these are our favorite pours of all time.
Yep.
So it's hard to not say these are so good. So get ready, get your glasses handy. Every time we say, "Oh my god, it was so good,"
it's like a drinking game.
It might make this more fun.
You could be drunk by the end of the video.
Oh, you will definitely drink responsibly, of course.
Yep.
All right, next battle on the list.
Oh.
Oh man, George.
Wait. Nope.
Just kidding. Oh. Ha! You almost got it. You almost got one there. This next one on the list is Four Roses LE. Oh my gosh, we've had multiple versions. We've had the 2020 LE twice. We actually had that at Four Roses.
At Four Roses
at
twice.
The bar.
2 different times.
It's so good, and they're like $20 a pour for a 1 ounce pour.
I think that's what it was. Yep.
Yeah, that's a great price for that. So we had that. We've had the 2021 LE twice.
Yeah, I think one of the times was at
A Liquor Barn?
No, it was Evergreen, Nulu.
Oh yeah, Newly Evergreen Liquors.
Can't remember the other time. And then the 2022 we had at Liquor Barn.
Yep, we did have it at Liquor Barn. That was
Yep.
the same time we charred the Parker's Heavy Charred.
Yep. The Parker's is
Heritage.
not on this list.
Yeah, it's not on this list, but it's good. But this Four Roses is way better.
Yep.
So.
Next on the list is George T. Stagg. So I know I've had multiple years of that. We both had the 2019 a bunch. Local bar had it here, and we drank a bunch of it there.
They had a good price on pours, so we were like,
it was like $20 a pour or something. I can't quite remember. So we had it a bunch there. And then we did just have the 2022 at a whiskey event, a month ago?
Yeah, for the dogs.
Yep, for the dogs.
For the
Whiskey event for the
dogs.
dogs. Part of that.
Raising money for the dogs.
Yep.
It was fun.
We had the 2022 George T. Stagg, and oh my god, it's good.
It was so good. That definitely stood out above the rest that night because we had some great pours that night, but that was so good.
Yep.
So good.
I guess I gotta go to the next one on the list.
Oh,
here.
yeah, you do.
Next one on the list, she hasn't had, but I have had.
I'm sad. I want
So I was in Scotland in, was it 2018? I think it was 2018. Yeah, 2018, and went to Lagavulin and did their warehouse tour, warehouse experience tasting thing. And so you're in the middle of this room, and they're sitting here just pulling whiskey out of the barrels and pouring it in your glass. And some of the stuff we got to try was amazing, but the one that stood out was a Lagavulin 25-year-old right out of the cask. Oh, it was so good. And I'm sad that I finished mine. I think Aziz, who I was with out in Scotland, I think he still has some of his.
What?
He didn't finish it.
What did you get, like, to take home or what?
Yeah, if you didn't finish the glass of it, they poured it in a little vial thing you could take home with you. Because we had like a 20-year Lagavulin, 25. I think there was some 16. There was some other stuff, but it was just right out of the cask. Oh, that Lagavulin 25-year was so damn good.
It's kind of like that Bunnahabhain Muscat finish that you have that I love.
Yep, that was the distillery only one, which
it's
almost made
tiny.
this list.
It didn't make the list, but I love it. It's so good. It was such a tiny little bottle.
Yep, there's still a little bit of it left up there.
Every time I try it, I'm like, holy moly, that's good. It's so good. Okay, so next up on the list, are you ready to move on to the next one?
Ready to move on to the next one.
We didn't cheers. Let's cheers now.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Okay, so the next one on the list, Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, which I can't believe we still don't own. I was hoping someday we'll be able to get it.
I'm sure someday we'll find one.
Someday we will. But, yeah, we've had the 2019 and we've had the 2021. And
I believe, I think that's what it was.
I have notes in my phone, like I said, about my favorite ones I've ever tried, like favorite whiskeys I've ever tried, and for some reason I just have Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 2021 in my phone. I can't remember where we had it. Maybe
that was Evergreen
Liquor.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and those some of the coolest bottles.
Oh, they're so cool.
Those are awesome.
They almost
bottles.
look like a little birthday candle on top of a cake.
Yep.
That's what I think it looks like.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It almost looks like, I hate to say it, it almost kind of looks like the pot still bottle, just a little different. Slightly different.
It does, but also if you think about it, it kind of looks like one of the, like for your first birthday, you get that like smaller cake, or like your wedding, you get one of those smaller cakes and then the candle on top.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of does. Maybe that's why they call it birthday bourbon.
Yep. So then the next 3 we have on the list,
Ooh.
sort of 3, we actually have. And this one, first one, we have Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. So what are you doing?
I want to chug it.
Don't chug it.
I'm joking.
This one we've had multiple different bottles of between friends, pours at bars, the bottle we own, and they have all been phenomenal. There's one of them that was all right, but most of them have just been so damn good, and it's one we gotta savor because don't.
Is this the one I won in the raffle?
No, I won it.
This is the one you won? What was the one I
You
won?
won a Michter's Toasted.
Uh.
So that's my bottle. Yep, Jack Daniel's Coy Hill.
It's so freaking good. It's hazmat, delicious, heavenly.
What are you doing with cork again?
I'm
getting rid of that
I
because
got-
you can't stop.
I got ADD and I can't keep my paws off of it.
Jack Daniel's Coy Hill was that one on the list.
Ooh, the next one. Can I have that?
Next one on the list. You can have this one, and there's a story behind this one a little bit.
So this might be one of the only bottles on the shelf that's not open.
Yep, this one's not open.
It's not open.
But we have had it.
We have had it. This is the Kentucky Owl Batch 9. This is still a Dixon Deadman blend. This one, sorry, I just get...
You can't stop.
So we are saving this one to open on our wedding, at our wedding.
Yep.
Right, this is going to be our special toast.
Yep.
Because
you keep turning it so you can't see it. Like, I'm going to leave the bottles over here and not let her touch them.
Probably a better idea. So this one we had and we were like, oh.
Had it at Pours in the Park?
Mm-hmm. It was so good. It was the best pour. It was this, because I saw the bottle, but I didn't know what it was. And I was like, can I open that bottle?
Gary told me, he's like, that bottle over there is probably one of the best ones here. Tried it. I was like, oh my God, now I got to find one. We found one.
We did, amazingly enough, we found it.
Yep.
And it's so good.
It's delicious. And oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's so good.
Yeah, as she said, this one is sealed. It will be open on our wedding. And from when we're recording this video, it's a little over a week.
A week.
But I guess when this video comes out, it'll be, what, a few days before, 5 days before our wedding? Something like that. But yeah, this one will be open soon.
It's getting opened on our wedding day.
One of the
we
only
can't
bottles
wait.
we have here that's not open.
Yeah, we always open our bottles. That is one thing that we do. We open our bottles, we share them with all of our friends, and that's how whiskey should be done.
Yep.
Open it, drink it, and share it.
Yep.
So.
All right. Next one.
This is one of my favorites of all time. This one has to be me because this is like one of my favorite pours of all time. I love Orphan Barrel anything. Anything Orphan Barrel, I have not liked it. I love Orphan Barrel.
No, you didn't like Copper Tongue.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, you didn't like it though.
Not as much as I like it. Fine, whatever. Anyhow, no, I thought I did like that. I didn't like the whatever.
Copper Tongue was a dickle.
I guess I don't like the dickle. Anyhow, this is Rhetoric 22 year.
The bottle's empty because we drank it all.
We drank it
and
all.
we had to keep the bottle. It was so damn good.
This is one of my favorite bottles
Okay.
of all time. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's so good. I love Orphan Barrel. I love it. I love Fable and Folly, which is in our glass
Yep.
right now.
So we couldn't drink any Orphan Barrel or the Rhetoric because we drank it all a while ago.
Rhetoric
We kept
is
bottled,
gone.
but closest thing we have to it, Fable and Folly. There's some Rhetoric in this, so
Yeah.
we're drinking Fable and Folly.
Oh, it's good. It's really good. But I love all the Rhetorics that I've tried. Like the Rhetoric 25, the Rhetoric 24 I've had. I got a pour of it at the bar.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I have had Lost Prophet, which is also up there with the best I've ever had.
Barter House.
Barter House. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Those kind of all fit in this number 4.
Yeah, all of those are collectively like some of my favorite pours of all time. Like, I love that oaky, delicious, rich. Love it. I love Orphan Barrels. I love them. If like you ever are out and you see one and you're like, Daryl, I found this one. Call me because I will take it. I want it so bad. Those, like, if you have one you don't want, I will take it. I love them. So that's my rant on that. I've never seen one on the shelf. I've never seen one in a store.
No, we have. They were just really
wait,
expensive.
really? Like $500?
Yeah. I don't remember which one it was.
There was one
but
that was like $500, and I'm like, not paying that
Yep.
for it. Not paying that for it. I love it.
This one has the price tag on it that I paid $115 a while ago.
That was the most expensive bottle you ever bought at the time. It was your first expensive bottle.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I'll take them all. That's all I'm saying. I love this. This is so good. So good. Try a pour. If you like oaky, rich stuff, try it.
So next on the list, so number 3, or the whatever
The top
number,
three.
top 3.
We're into the top 3.
Number 3 of the top 3, bottom of the top 3. King of Kentucky. King of Kentucky.
I want a
So
bottle.
we had the 2021 at Evergreen Nulu. When did we have that? I don't remember
been
when it
like
was.
a couple years.
No, that was May.
Oh, May
That
of
was May of
2021.
2022. And then December of 2022, she had got a pour of something, and then she turns around, she's like, what did you just buy? I bought a pour of the 18-year King of Kentucky.
so freaking
Yeah, it was
good.
good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
Yeah.
I've not tried any king that I don't like.
We've only had it twice, but
I would take it anytime.
Yeah, we haven't had a bad one yet.
King of Kentucky is just so freaking good. I love it. Can't get enough of it, and I want every pour of it, every more. All right, so now number 2 on
Number
the list,
2.
which I can't believe is number 2,
Yep.
but we'll explain why. You talk about what number 2 is. What do you
Okay. Number 2. We have had number 2 2 or 3 times, or 4 times, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, we are very blessed to be able to have to try
Yep,
this.
we've had it a couple different whiskey events. And then we got a pour of it for, I think it was 2 whiskey events we were at. We had it, and then another time we had it was congratulations for the Marshall Fire fundraiser.
Oh shoot! I had it another time during a blind flight on a live stream with.
So yeah, there's the
Julie
4th
and
time.
Jamie.
Yeah. So Michter's 20 year. Michter's 20.
Amazing.
It's so freaking good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not. I think at Michter's like $700 a pour. It's not that good, but if you get a chance to try Michter's 20 for a reasonable price, get a pour of it. It's just phenomenal, and will ruin basically any other whiskey you will ever have.
That's what we were told when we first tried it, and I was
And it
like,
did.
I don't believe you.
And it did.
And then I tried it, and I was like, can I take the glass home with me? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to just like savor the smell of the glass. Like after the finish sit in your mouth for like, that's the longest finish of any whiskey I've ever had. Like it will literally, you could like have it an hour later and you're still like, I love that taste. So it's one of the best ever.
Yep. All right. Final.
The final.
What
It's-
can beat Michter's 20?
There's only one thing.
What is it?
Michter's 25.
Michter's 25.
Michter's 25. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know who you are. They gave us a pour of that, and we'll never forget that because that was like life-changing whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah,
Would you agree?
It was good. It was very good.
I don't know if you can say life-changing, but like that was like one of the best whiskeys I've ever tasted
Yep.
in my life. And now I really just want to try a blind of the King, Michter's 20, and Michter's 2025. Wow. Michter's 25. I want to do a blind of that. That would never happen, but I would love to do a blind of that just to see like how they finished.
Yeah.
Because they're all so good. It would be like a toss-up. Like, oh my gosh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I don't know.
So yeah, that's our 15 whiskeys that we've had that are our top 15.
15 whiskeys. Those are our best pours we've ever had. The best whiskeys we've ever tried. And there goes the dryer.
Yeah, if you hear the dinging in the background.
Okay, anyhow. So, yeah, those were our best pours. Let us know in the comments, like, what your best pours you've ever had are. Like, were any of ours your favorite? Have you tried some of these? Are you looking to try some of these? Let us know in the comments. We're always curious to see what other people think. Have you tried some of these on our list and been like, nope, not for me? Because that can happen too. Some of these are controversial, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the palate.
Yeah.
They're the goods.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, yep, that's it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, for supporting the channel. I'm Dara, that's Bill, and we'll be back with so much more of The Average Drinker. Bye! I don't know what that was. Like, I was like, bye! Like spirit fingers. Okay, guys, have a good day.